Yeah, hi everyone, welcome to Emsley Lodge for another week. Pretty good week, couple of horses raced really well. Little Redivo here, he sort of made his way to Saturday City Grade and he was very, very brave the other day. Quite amazing the difference between, you know, I've always thought staying horses are staying horses, but there's a world of difference between 2,400 metres and 3,000 metres. And you hear there's horses that go through the Caulfield Cup and they go, oh, they were impressive over the mile and a half, but they're not sure whether they'll run the 2 mile. This horse is a classic example of that, is over the 2,400, he's a fair way off them, but once you get to that sort of 3,000, sort of hopefully plus, he's very competitive in that sort of good Saturday City Grade. So not sure where we'll go with him now. He's had quite a fair bit of racing, but there's another nice little 3,000 metre race at Sandown in a couple of weeks. Little Miss Gutsaa, so you can see the condition this horse is in absolutely outstanding condition. She's got dapples all over her coat. The fitness level's very, very good. The poor bugger, I've got her in a stakes race at Geelong on Saturday and the poor bugger drew barrier 17. So realistically, she's probably out of play as far as her chances, but we thought she'd be able to go around there and be a nice 20-to-1 chance and perhaps run a place in a stakes race and increase her value as a mare. But yeah, anyway, it's absolute roll of the dice. But I've thrown the blinkers back on it. We're going to kick her out of the gates. We're going to go forward on her and be in the first 3 and just take a pot luck that she's going to get some sort of cover and can get across the field. But the 1,200 metre start at Geelong, you need to draw a barrier, and unfortunately barrier 17 is probably going to cost her any sort of real live winning or place chance. But you can see I don't think we could take it to the races in any better order. Got a little Tori's D in this week. Now I've got him in a 0 to 64 at Stony Creek on Tuesday, and I've also got him in a benchmark 64 at Sandown on Wednesday. So I'll take him to one of those races. I'll probably accept on Friday at the Tuesday race. If he does draw a good gate, looks a really winnable race, I'll take him down to Stony Creek. If not, if I think it's a little bit of a strong race or he draws awkwardly, I'll go to Sandown with him. His 9:55 run the other night was fantastic. He just got ridden off the speed and his last 50 metres was really, really strong. The winner of that race has won 3 9:55s this year, so it's probably the best 9:55 horse, but he wasn't far off the second horse at all. He only really has to reproduce that and he'll be hard to beat no matter where we take him, certainly in that 64 grade, you know. So that's Tori's D. Balushka, I've got him in at Sandown on Wednesday in a 1,300 metre maiden. He went good the other day at Geelong. He just didn't, it was a heavy track and the rider said he just didn't come down the hill all that well. So whether he sort of half-pie slipped, but he just wanted to lay out a little bit cornering and they sort of caught him and went past him. So yeah, I thought he went good, albeit wasn't beaten far. But I reckon there's improvement in him when we get him on top of the ground. You can sort of see he's a funny shaped horse, isn't he? That's what you call a swayback. You can sort of see how long he is through the barrel, but he's in great order and he's galloped great yesterday. He's beautiful in the coat and he's nice and healthy. So I'm going to give him a crack at a half decent race on Wednesday and go to a 1,300 metre maiden at Sandown. So that's Balushka. Tango Jewel, gee, she's been good her last couple. She's had 2 runs this preparation and she's been very, very good, very brave both starts. She'll go to Sandown on Wednesday. 1,300 metre benchmark 64. I reckon she'll be all over this race. I think she'll lead them up. They'll leave her alone in front and then she'll start the pressure right from the bottom of the hill and she'll continue to run right through the line. I reckon she's a real good chance to be really competitive in a good strong city race on Wednesday. You can see her fitness level's good. Her track work yesterday was great. She'll have a nice little gallop on Saturday morning and that'll just top her off beautifully for Wednesday at Sandown. But I just love the way she's racing. She's jumping, she's showing good speed and is very, very tough through the line. So that's Tango Jewel at Sandown on Wednesday. Okay, Cat Noir, I've got her. She was very, very good the other day at Geelong. Showed really good speed and was very tough to the line. So I've got her in at Sandown on Wednesday in a 1,500 metre maiden. You can see there's not much of her, so I don't know how many runs we're going to get out of this prep. So I think we throw her straight in the deep end and see exactly where she is as far as ability goes. But you know, you can see she's very fit, very healthy. She'll bounce out and probably go forward, and she'll take a fair bit of chasing there at Sandown. That's Cat Noir. Molus, now he was very, very brave yesterday. He, unfortunately we got, there was an accident on the Hume Highway and we got caught up in traffic for about 4 hours and turned up the races, and he was very hot and bothered, and then we threw a saddle on him and he sort of played up a bit in the enclosure and he just didn't have enough time to relax. And you can see what sort of horse he is. He's a beautiful, quiet, relaxed horse, and he got very, very upset at the races yesterday. So he's still brave. He wasn't far off the winner, so we're contemplating backing him up on Wednesday. We'll give him a really, really quiet week. I don't need to do any galloping with him. He's very fit, and we'll make a decision on Monday morning whether he backs up. There's a nice 2,400 metre race at Sandown that should suit the horse down to the ground. You can see he carries plenty of condition, so you know, racing him a couple of weeks in a row certainly won't hurt the horse. But yeah, I was probably just a little bit disappointed that the poor bugger, he just got very hot and bothered yesterday, and that's not his nature. You can see how quiet and lovely the horse is. So that's Molus. He may back up on Wednesday at Sandown. I've got little Steely Hustler won at Geelong really, really well the other day. I've got her in at Sandown on Wednesday, but I'll probably wait another week for her. The ideal race is in 2 weeks' time, but I'll nominate her for Sandown on Wednesday, and I might even accept, and if it draws a really good gate and looks a really winnable race, I'll take her, but I think I'll prefer to wait the following week and run her in a 3-year-old fillies race. But you can sort of see she's just in outstanding order, and they're difficult, these horses, when they're at their absolute peak. I think you've got to race them, and all I'm going to do is gallop her here and ring the owners up and tell them how good she works, or I prefer to do that at the races if we could. So she's probably only a 10% chance of running at Sandown Wednesday, but I think I'll prefer to keep her to the following week and run her against 3-year-old fillies. That's Steely Hustler.
G'day guys, welcome to Around the Stables. A couple of horses we've just brought back into work. Here on my left with Robin is Zippity Zoustar, and behind me is a colt by Toronado called Colt 45. He's a horse we bought from Adelaide, really nice type. He's come back in for his next preparation, so yeah, really look forward to getting him into work. And here's Zippity Zoustar. Had a few hiccups with him last time in. He actually bled his last start, but whether he was under a bit of a virus or something like that, yeah, he obviously performed well below his expectations of what we know he's capable of. A nice big strong horse. He certainly hasn't shrunk in the paddock when he's been out there, and yeah, he's come back in really good condition. He'll probably be set for the Warrnambool Carnival during May, sort of third up over a mile, over a 1700. That's sort of his go. That's sort of where he's won before, yeah, he's a horse that we've sort of had a bit of time for, but he's just this big, slow, sort of maturing sort of animal that that I think the more racing he does, the better he's going to get. So hopefully this is a prep that we can sort of see the full potential of this horse, because we know he's certainly got enough potential to win a couple of races, and yeah, love nothing more than to be able to get a win during the May Warrnambool Carnival. I know Young Hostess won there a couple of years ago, and that was a massive thrill. So hopefully Zippity can do it this year, and but that's a race he'll certainly be set for. So hopefully we can get him there.
That's it for another week at Emsley Lodge. Thanks for watching. Good start to the new year. Got plenty of horses ready to race, and I think quite a few of them are ready to go. Big day at Sandown next Wednesday. A couple of really nice horses going to go to the races, and then probably the week after that we'll have another couple of nice chances at Sandown again. So always good to have plenty of city runners, and especially a couple of these horses that are real live chances. New year, yeah, I think sales start next week, so that's all good. Hopefully we can purchase a couple of nice young horses again, like we did last year. At 2-year-olds that we purchased last year, I think are very, very good. So really happy with what's going on there. So shout out to everybody who got their gym membership this week. It'll only probably last about 2 weeks, but anyway, go to the gym today, go to the gym next week, and then don't go again for the rest of the year. That's probably what normally happens. But anyway, hopefully it's a good year for everybody. Till next week, see you later.
A couple of horses just brought back into work. The big fella here, Zippity Zoustar, Robin's riding. He's going to be set for the Warrnambool Carnival. Actually, sorry, start that again, sorry.
Is it working now?
Yep.
That's it.
Doesn't play the game.
Nah, it's mad. but it runs like shit off a stick.